Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming back, and as always, huge massive thank you for the support. So again, still working through this free member kit from Hunkydory. This is for the gents, and the one that I've got today is the Adventure Awaits, which is the beautiful camera, sort of the travel themed new chapter awaits sort of toppers there. You've got three sort of sentiments: enjoy the adventure, just for you, and smile, it's your birthday. Then you've got that gorgeous printed cardstock. This is kind of like a linen texture print on it, which is gorgeous. And then you've got that one foiled with the little film strips there, which is also gorgeous. So let's get on to card number 1. So I'm going to bring in a piece of 6x12 300 GSM cardstock. And I'm going to grab my scoreboard and my little tool, and I'm going to score at 2 and at 4 and at 4. Turn it around and score at 4 again. And this is going to make me a card with 2 steps on. So, like saying, we will just burnish that down, and I'll give you a proper view of it. Okay, let's burnish those down. Okay, so you're going to end up with a card that's that shape. If I hold it up to you, you'll see it's just like a 4x6 with a step, really. So this space here is 6x4, this is 2x6. So now we just need to make some matting layers for it. So I'm going to bring in my trimmer. I've got a piece of gold mirror card here, and I'm going to do this bottom one first of all. So I'm going to take 2 notches off the 2 and 2 notches off the 6, and that one's going to fit quite nicely onto there. And then this back one, going to be 2 notches off the 4 and 2 notches off the 6. There we go. Those are our main gold mirror mats. And then I'm going to be using this foiled section at the bottom there. And I'm going to start by cutting that down to 5 3/4. Because I know that's how wide it is. And then what I thought I'd do is, if I take the 1 3/4 mat from this first bit, I've still got that lovely bit of foiling with the film strip. And then let's see, do I want to go, yeah, we'll go 4, so it's 3 3/4. Still got a nice decent sized piece of card there, and I've still got that film sort of element on that mirror mat on the back as well. Okay, so let's get a little bit of gluing done, and then we can think about the topper itself. So the glues I'm going to be using, same glues I always use. We've got the Cloud Tacky Glue in there, which is the PVA based glue. Water-based glue, and then this one is the Kalau All Purpose, which is an alcohol-based glue, very similar to the Hunkydory construction glue. I do mention that every time, just in case there's new people watching. And if you are interested in getting any of these glues, Crafters Companion have a fantastic deal on at the moment. I think it's 3 for 2 for the glue and free delivery wherever you are in the world. So I'm pretty sure it includes Australia and all those sort of places. So just popping these layers on, just keeping them nice and even. Just going to take a drink to stop me coughing. I know I haven't coughed yet, but I can feel it coming. Okay, and then again move these on the back. sure we've got those borders all nice and even round, and then give it a good press down just to make connection with the glue. Now we've got a choice. We could have that way, or we could have it the other way, in which case most of it will not be seen. I'm thinking I'm probably going to put it that way because it was that sort of way on the actual sheet. Or was it? No, wasn't that? Yeah, so it was that way. But it works that way, so although I know that's upside down, because I do remember these type of films that you used to have to put in before all the digital ones made it way easier. I think I am going to keep it in as it's supposed to be, because you will get that image coming through above that. Okay, so we have to use this massive camera topper because we've got the film. All kind of makes sense. I've also got a nice border there. Don't know if I'm going to use it because I have got that foiled detail there. And I've got this smile, it's your birthday, with the little camera sentiment on. Also got a little tag. I'll take it out, but I don't know if I'm going to use it. Oops, put that out of the way. Okay, so let's pop this on. Let's get that glued down, because now we've made up our mind which way it's going to be. Okay. I think the last time I used a roll of film like that was when I went on holiday to Romania, and I had to have 13 of them developed. I took photos of like literally everything. Such a good holiday. Okay, let's pop these layers out and we'll see how we want this to go. I am thinking it's going to come above it. I don't want it to come above too far above the top, because I still want it to go in a 6x6 envelope if I can get it that way. So let's have a little play. Let's go down to here and make it a little bit easy on ourselves, so we can come up quite a long way up. And we've got that there. That could also go on, maybe have that flat, have that popped up. I'm not going to use that one. And then we've got our sentiment, oops, which also is a tag. So I might just pop a gem on there, like a black gem, to tie things in. Yeah, I think that's the way we're going to go. Okay. So let's line this up a little better at the bottom. So we know we don't want to come across that 6-inch mark across there. So really, if I put this straight-ish, we need to be realistically around about there. I think so. I'm just going to put my finger on there. Because I'm going flat on this one, I'm just going to pop some tacky glue on. You can use the all-purpose if you like, but it's has got quite a long grab time, which means that if you're trying to work on the next bit, it might not have set and could move about and be quite annoying. Okay, so let's just move that there. We're well under the 6-inch here. We've got quite generous, so we can move it up a little bit. Okay, then what I'm going to do is just turn that over, pop that in around about where we want to go, and I'm going to go with my 2mm foam squares on here. So if I pop them sort of along that line where the top is going to be, I can move that out of the way and just pop them on the bottom. And the reason I say that is because you don't want to be putting foam pads above the height of the card, because when you turn it over you would see them. Okay, so I'm just going to be quite minimal with my foam pads, and I'm also going to give myself a little bit of wiggle room time so I can just give them a little push into position if I'm not quite right first time. Right. That is looking good. You can see there's nothing on that side. We're looking, it could go up a little bit actually. This is the benefit of that glue. Be a little better. Yeah, we still can't see anything. Just the gap here was slightly less, so I've just moved it up a little bit. But I'm happy with that. So this one, I'm not going to go quite as high. I'm going to go with some 1mm foam pads. Just grab some scissors and just cut these down a little bit. And I'm going to put it over the hole, so it keeps that little piece in there. And if you are confident with your glossy pens, glossy highlights, those sort of things, you could go over the camera lenses, make them nice and bright. Right, let's grab some gems. Oops, that's where that went. I was doing some crafting yesterday and I couldn't find my little book of sentiments. Now I know where it is. Go black and grey. Those look like, that was black, white and grey. And which one shall I use? Bear with me 2 seconds. I had my knife this morning in the living room and I was cutting peel-offs. I was doing some more dotty design ones. Okay, so let's go in first of all with one of these ones, and we're just going to pop that up there. And then what I think I'll do is go 1, 2 and 3. That side, and then oops, I can get this one off. I'm going to pop one there and one on that side, or shall I just put it on that side? Let's take that one off. Let's see if I can get the sticky bit off without destroying the card. There we go. So just have to put that one safe because it's got no sticky on. So by doing just the one on that side, I've got one here, so that kind of balances that out. So that is going to be my card number 1. So I will save that one for another card as well. And that is how that one looks with that 2-step. So what I'm going to do is get prepared for card number 2. Okay, so for card number 2, I've got another piece of 6x12 white 300 GSM cardstock, and I've just bought my trimmer in. I thought I'd do one of these little pop-up centre cards that I do with that smaller topper. So I'm going to line this up with the 2-inch mark, and then I'm going to pop that blade down to 1 inch. It's got a little sort of notch where the blade is. And I'm going to cut all the way down to 6.5, and then I am going to turn that round and do exactly the same on the other side. So we're up to 2. This time I'll go, since the blade is there, I'll go from 6.5 down to 1. And what I'm going to do is just put in a couple of my score lines on here before I go to my main scoreboard, just because they're all in the center. So at 1 inch I can score across there in between, and then 1.5, put in another little score line, and then at 6 inches it will be straight across, and the harder one is going to be the 6.5, which is going across that center. So it just helps me see when I put it on the adorable scoreboard, as it's really called. I should be able to see where I need to be doing a deeper score. Okay, so in the center I'm scoring at 1 inch. Oops. There we go. And in the center again at 1.5. I'm going all the way across on 6, and then 6.5 just across that middle piece. Okay, so let's give these a little burnish down. Those ones are the easiest ones, and then this one should fold that way, and then we just need it to fold that way as well, and then we can give those burnish down. You're going to end up with a card. I think it looks like a nose on a face. If I show you that way, you get that little bit of slant to it. Okay, so this is 2 by 6, this is 2 by 6, this space here is 1 by 2, and this piece in the middle is 2 by 4.5, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 4.5. Okay, so let's grab the little trimmer again and a piece of gold mirror card, and I'm going to do the 2 easiest pieces first. So if I take this down to 2 notches under the 6, because you know it's going to be that length, and then I can turn it around. I can go 2 notches under the 2, and I can go 2 notches under the 2 for that other side. I need to go 2 notches under the 2. So we can keep for a border if we want it. This piece here is 1, so we're going to do 2 notches under the 1, and that one I believe it's 4.5, so we'll go 2 notches under 4.5. Yeah. So that is there. Okay, so then I'm going to be using this cardstock. So I am going to start by cutting it to 5 3/4. I know I am wasting a little bit, but it's only going to be a little bit. And then if I cut it to 5 3/4 again, just so I get that decent piece there. Okay, so again, cutting these lengths, first of all, the bigger pieces, they're going to be 1 3/4 inches and 1 3/4 inches, and then I'm going to take 3/4 of an inch off the bottom, and that will match up with that there, and then 4.5, so it's going to be 4 1/4. So I'm taking that from the top, so really when the card is up it's pretty much going to match as it goes along. Now I am also going to bring in another piece of gold mirror card, and I am going to cut 3/4 of an inch nice. We'll put that in the bit box for next time. And then again, that is going to be 5 3/4 on both of those. Because what I wanted to do is just add, it looks a little bit plain, so I thought I'd bring in some more of this foiled edge to edge cardstock that I got. And this is the one that's like the, is it it's not topiary, is it? Because that's when you do the thingy, topography. That's what it is. I knew the word. Okay, so let me take, I'm just taking 2 notches under the 3/4 of an inch. I don't think I'm going to get 2 pieces out of it, so I just do those 2 pieces. Pop that over there, and then that needs to be cut down to 5 3/4. And hopefully that should fit quite nicely onto there with a little gold border each side. There we go, perfect. These bits are just going in my box just in case I need a little bit at some point. And let's do some assembling up to a point. I won't put those bits on yet, but I will stick them together, and then we can look at the toppers and things and work out where we want things to go. Okay, so let's start with the big ones first of all. So popping that down. So the next video I do, I'm going to do like a project video. I did find something I liked, but I don't think it's going to be appropriate for this this kit. So I might save that for another time. So I'm going to have a little look again. I mean, there may be a way I can make it work for this kit, but I'm going to see if there's anything else that I like more first of all. It's difficult, you know, with it being a like for the gents. You sort of can't go down the route of anything sort of flowery or frilly, or you know, you sort of trying to look for something that really fits the subject, if you know what I mean. But I will find something and we'll do a project video, so it'll just be one thing made over the whole video. Hopefully you'll like it. But we will see, we'll see. Like I say, I might be able to make it work for this kit. So why is that too long? That's because I didn't cut that down. So that needs to be, or have I cut that down too much? No, I haven't. This bit is too long. Okay, so this needs to be 1 3/4. Not quite sure why that ended up too big. Obviously missed a step somewhere. Yep. Okay, you shouldn't bash that about quite so much when I rely on it so much, as it does work really well. It's a really good trimmer. That one is one of Mum's ones. That's the Stampin' Up one, which I believe they still do. I think if I was going to buy a new one, I'd probably like that style. I'll probably go for the Spellbinders one, which seems quite similar. Hunkydory have got one the same as well, so it could be a case of one of those. But I have been using Hunkydory blades in that one, so I'm just shifting that over just a little bit. Okay, and then this bit here. So tomorrow I should have some more dotty design sort of Hobby Dots cards to put up, because I was playing with those earlier. You straight, there we go. So they should be finished for tomorrow, and they'll go up on Pinterest and Facebook. So this is too wide again. Why is that too wide? Okay, should check that. So what I'm going to do is just smush this glue in a little bit, just so it dries a bit quicker. It just means I can get it in my trimmer. I wonder if that's because it was a bit left over and I didn't trim it again after. You'll remember to do that, and then you won't have to put a sticky thing back into your trimmer. Okay, so actually I might be able to just rub it off. So the alcohol glue, it will sort of go into sort of glue balls if you rub it and come off. I'm not so bothered about it being on there, as more sticking to my trimmer. So just give that a little rub, and I have got this glue eraser as well. I don't know if that makes things worse or better, but guys, but if I've done it, you've done it, I bet, at least once, and at least you know it can sort of be fixed without having to put it through your trimmer sticky. So 1 3/4, what did I put it to then? Yeah, it must have been the end piece, and I haven't trimmed it down. What a numpty. Sometimes. Right, okay, let's try again. So I can just put the glue over the top of it, and it will glue down. There's no lumpy bits now. It looks like there is, but there isn't. I can feel it smooth. And then we're just going to pop that on and on. So you can see as it stands at the moment, quite a pretty card. Okay, so let's bring the toppers in. We have this one, is the one I thought I'd go for. A new chapter awaits, which could be new job, new university, and I'm going to go for the just for you, because then that leaves us open, and then I'll put the enjoy the adventure with that one, because that's more travel themed with the airplane and stuff. So, okay, so what I was thinking was to have our little borders on there, and a little border on there, and I chose the brown to go bring the topper and everything all together. Could have our just for you there, got our little topper there, and then maybe some gems. I think that will work. Okay, so what I'm going to do actually on these, just because lately they've been popping up, I'm going to use my Hunkydory dotty tape pen. These are permanent dots. Try and keep that as straight as I can. It has come over the end a little bit, so I will just trim that in a second. Again, just put that one in the right place at the top. And all the way down to the bottom. Okay, where's that one? That's that one. So just tidy that end up. There we go. That's rubbish. glues myself. And usually I would use both the normal glues, these two glues, but for some reason I've just found lately, I don't know whether it's because the temperature's changed in here with it being a bit cooler, but they, see, like this one has popped off. Let me pop this on and down, so you can just see it's come up. I'm not sure if it's me not pressing it down properly or whether it's the glue, whether it's the temperature or what's going on. But I don't like it, I don't like it. So that's alright, that's staying. Pretty sure that's straight. It's just recent things, I never used to do it before, so. But I've noticed it the last couple of weeks. Okay, there's our little topography going on. So now we can bring this in and we will raise that up with some foam pads. And I just need to go down the centre for these. These are 1mm fix-it ones. They are good. The only thing I didn't like was the delivery charge was quite expensive, so I did buy a couple of rolls to make it worth it, but they are good, so I would definitely do it again. A little bit of tacky glue just to give us that bit of wiggle room time, and then we're just going to pop that straight onto there. This one again, I think I'll pop it up. So this is that just for you. Put it in on the side there. And then we're going to need some gems. So we could go with the blue, they kind of would work. Could go with those black and grey. I don't think we ought to go with the shimmer ones, they're a bit too, maybe this could be for a girl, couldn't it? It doesn't necessarily, and boys do like a bit of glitter too. There's those ones, those are nice. Let's take, there's plenty of things to have a little play with. So we could go, really like those dark ones. Let's have a look at this side. I know that's rough and really can't see those, so we'll discount those ones. Those again I like. Yeah, I think these dark ones will be okay. It's very similar to those. Right. Feeling like the pearls, to be honest. Let's go with the pearls. So, to just give this little flex, because it's flexing inwards and I don't like that. So let's see, what do we want to do? So I think I'm going to go with, see that one's moved a little bit as well. Still moving. One. Oops. Let's just get these moved back. Right, that one's not glued on, so that's okay. Let's grab a little bit of glue. Don't know if these are going to pick it up or not. Yes, they are. Okay. And then this one doesn't seem to be on the gluey thing very well. So let's take that off altogether. And just put a little blob there. And I think we'll go with one, that one, that one. And then we can go same again on this side. Actually, going to, this one doesn't look quite straight as it should be. There we go. And this one's not on the glue very well either, so we'll just take that glue bit off. You can see there's just a glue dot. I can put that on. Put that where we want it to be. Spread that one out a little bit more. Okay, let's see if this one is. There we go, and then this one. Feeling like this one is not quite where it should be. So let's take that glue bit off. Pop a little bit on. Hopefully the glue bit is actually stuck to the pearl quite well, so we'll just pop that there. And then what I'm going to do, just because you know I like that odd, I'm going to take one little one and another little one, just pop them up there like so. That means we've got 3, 6, 9, 11, so nicely uneven. I just try and do that as much as I can. I don't know why, it just looks good to me. Okay, so those are our 2 cards. So we've got this one with our little pop-up. So you can see how that goes. And inside it would be, I would do a 5.5 by 6 insert for that one when I do that one with the insert pack. So let me bring back in card number 1, which is our little stepper card. What I'll do is I'll put photos up on Pinterest and Facebook today. A short while actually, you'll probably see those before you see the video. And the video, you'll probably see this in a couple of hours time. I just need to do a bit of editing on it. Like I say, next time coming back with this same kit but with the project. Ideally, if I can find a project that I can use the little pad with that came with the kit, that would be that's my aim. If not, I have, like I say, there is that other idea that I may be able to make work in one way, but we'll see how it goes. But either way, at the weekend we'll do that project, and then I think there's still another card set to play with this. I know the magazine is on its way because they were talking about that today, so I'm hoping that may come in the meantime, and then we can have a play with that. Be interested to see what the kit is like this time, because they do vary them a little bit, or they have been lately. But yeah, that's it for today. So thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, have a great weekend, but until then, happy crafting.